Mettle has been a kind of little piece of my imagination for a very long time. Always wanted to start a brand, specifically a food and beverage in that space. I love cocktails, I love beer, I love the creation of those types of craft drinks. And so about a year and a half ago, there was a confluence of events that allowed for basically the investment of starting this consumer package journey. And the brand itself, Mettle, spelled M-E-T-T-L-E, it came from the idea of the mettle of a person. So what is that fortitude? What is that courage? Specifically to the creative process. It's always been interesting to me, and I feel like the world is a better place when people put themselves out there, when they put their creative talents out there. And to that, I wanted to create a drink that honored and toasted and applauded that courage it takes to get your creative pursuits out there. The brand Mettle started there. It's heavily inspired by street art. I've always loved street art. I am not a street artist by any, I've never even attempted, but I've always appreciated graffiti, the message of going out and getting your voice out there when in most circumstances, you don't have any other tools other than a spray can to put it out there. And so the graffiti on the can over the top of the words is in that vein. We're not looking to redo the same cocktails that you're gonna get over the bar. These are reimagined, remixed, a new version of some very cool, established, savory style cocktails that I think everybody will enjoy. The brand is a beverage company at heart, and so yes, cocktails are where we're starting, and they do have alcohol, but I know a lot of people don't drink. So non-alcoholic cocktails are gonna be in the future as well. And we wanna make sophisticated, complicated drinks that pair well with food, that feel like an adult experience as opposed to ordering, a sippy cup at a nice restaurant of a sugary soda that's, fancy. The cocktails themselves and the brand Mettle also has a double entendre in the sense that everything is going to be metal. And the reason for that is the recyclability and the reusability of stainless steel and aluminum. And to that end, we want to, in a bar restaurant setting, we're gonna have the can, but it would be very cool if it was poured into like a metal tumbler. The other consideration we made around that is there aren't any artificial colorings or dyes in these drinks specifically. So they are clear, or our bourbon-based one will be lightly brown, specifically because all of that's out of there. We don't have any additives other than the alcohol and the natural flavoring. They're designed really to be like a wine. And what I mean by that is the ABV is going to be similar to wine, so they're dialed back from what a full strength cocktail would be at the bar. The flavor profiles are going to have bitterness, some herbal and other kind of complex flavors, as well as sweetness and citrus. So you have that acid, bitter, sweetness play that works really well with food. I find it fun to explore different drinks with different foods. So these are made in that vein. And these first two that will be coming out, The Last Word and The Nordic Summer, we're very excited to get it out into the public. The early reports on the drink have been good, but definitely want to get it into more hands and also build out this business to support the artist community across, whether that's painters, whether that's chefs, musicians. It could be somebody who's building a business. It could be a creative like a photographer, or somebody who is doing really anything, any sort of creative pursuit. The idea will be to tithe back into the communities that we are going to be selling in. So Los Angeles, Denver, and New York City, these are going to be our focuses for the launch, and anything that is sold in those cities, our goal is to take a portion of that and find ways to invest back into those art communities to build and create more sustainable work for artists.